what's going on, ladies and gentlemen of the VC? Raul here, back at it with another update. Now, it's been quite some time since the last video I made, and reason for that being was, I don't know, I just really wasn't into the whole video making thing for quite some time. I don't know, like, when I make a video, I don't want to feel like I'm having to force myself into making a video, because I do feel like it does... It does seem pretty noticeable when somebody doesn't want to make a video. And I'm not saying that I'm always the most super enthusiastic, charismatic guy when it comes to making a video. Like, it's not like I'm ever like, what's going on, guys? I'm here to show you the stuff I bought. That's not who I am, but also, I also don't want to be like, here's this album, I like it, I don't like it. I definitely want to feel like I actually want to make a video, right? And what have I been up to as of late? Not much. I got a new job, making a bit more money. It does take up a lot more time. This whole working full time, it is what it is. I'm making a lot more money than I was at my last job, so a lot more money for music, right? Like I said, just the spare time, but hey, what are you gonna do? That's life, right? What else? My band played a show last week. Really, really cool. We were the only metal band. Really interesting lineup, actually. We were the opening band. We were a thrash band. The second band was a punk band. They call themselves like a sludge punk band. I'm not like an expert on punk rock, so I don't exactly know everything about it. And the main band that night was a goth band, like a post-punk, like Susie and the Banshees type band. So really interesting lineup. I did enjoy the music, and I'm definitely looking forward to playing more shows with my band, and looking forward to writing more songs also, because the earlier stuff we wrote was more thrash-based, and the stuff I'm trying to write right now is a little bit more on the Helloween, Blind Guardian side. But without further ado, guys, let me show you guys the albums I've bought here. Now, these are not all the albums I've bought in the past couple months. I have probably about 10 more albums just stacked up over there. But, to make these videos, to keep these videos from going on way too long, I'm only going to show probably about 8 albums here, 2 tapes, maybe 4 CDs, and 2 records. Standard stuff for my YouTube videos. So the first, I'm going to start off with the tapes right here. Got 2 thrash masterpieces here on cassette. And the first one I'm going to show you guys here is from a UK thrash band. This is definitely not an album you find just anywhere. I found it for a pretty decent price. I was finding a lot of these old school thrash cassettes for decent prices, so I definitely couldn't pass them up, right? And the first album I'm going to show you guys here is For Whose Advantage by Eccentrics. Been a little while since I spun this one. From what I remember, it was a bit, goes a bit into the crossover side even, from what I remember. It's been probably about a month since I've spun this one, but I was really, really digging it. This isn't the type of stuff I listen to on a regular basis. I do love thrash metal. I love all kinds of metal, but for me lately, power metal, folk metal, symphonic metal, and black metal for the most part has been what I've been listening to. But I do enjoy me some thrash metal still. Like, thrash is something I can always listen to. I'm playing in a thrash band anyways, so right? Yeah, awesome album. Killer stuff, clean production. Definitely looking forward to giving this a whole lot more spins. Like I said, I've only spun this probably about 3-4 times so far, but hey, from what I remember, all good listens though. I never had like a bad time listening to this album. Second album I'm going to show you guys is a Bay Area thrash band. I've seen their stuff shown quite a bit here in the VC. They're, it's a shame these guys didn't get bigger than what they did. I don't know why they didn't get bigger. I actually found out about this band from a VHS I have. It was from those old school hard and heavy VHS tapes where they'd show music videos and the interviews. I just found that VHS at my local thrift store. I'm going to get a little bit of water. All this talking. Anyways, I found that VHS tape at one of my local thrift stores, the Salvation Army, And this was one of the bands featured on that VHS tape. And I've seen quite a few people in the VC show stuff by this band. And that's none other than Bay Area legends Forbidden with Twisted Into Form, their second album, I believe. And this one was the same as that Eccentrics album. I found it for a very decent price. Could not pass it up. Figured, you know what the hell, I know one song by these guys. The first song I heard was Step by Step. They have the music video. That was the music video shown on that VHS tape. Really good stuff. Again, thrash, is a genre I can always listen to. I was going to listen to it today, but I just didn't have the time. Thrash, like I said, I love thrash. I still love it to death, but it's just a genre I'm not really always in the mood for. Fantastic stuff. I definitely need to get their first album. I forgot what their first album was called, but I definitely need to get that one. I'm not sure if Forbidden's still around, but hey, really killer stuff though. Early 90s, late 80s thrash. What year is it? 1990. Really, really good stuff, guys. Alright, so now we're moving on to the CDs. Some old school death metal. Just a little disclaimer, if you're not into I'm not that you'd be into it, but if you're easily offended by like gory stuff, bloody, stuff like that, I'd skip probably like a minute or two into that, I'd fast forward a minute or two because the cover art's a little bit explicit on this. So don't say I didn't warn you. And that's none other than the old school death metal classic, Butchered at Birth by Cannibal Corpse. Now, I was actually listening to this album like just about an hour ago. Fantastic album. Opens up with Meat Hook Sodomy. And it's got the original Cannibal Corpse logo right there. I actually think this is an original press. I'm not 100% sure on that. Chris Barnes was still in the band at this time. This is their second album. I had Eaten Back to Life, and I loved Eaten Back to Life. That one was just a fantastic album. And when I put this one in, I'm at a little bit of a, I'm not sure which album I like more, Eaten Back to Life or Butchered at Birth. Both albums are fantastic. What other good songs are on this album? Rancid Amputation, Butchered at Birth, obviously, Covered with Sores. Damn, dude, my CD. I almost dropped the CD. Crazy stuff. And, in case you wanted to cover up the cover art. But honestly, yeah, that's fair. The parental advisory sticker on that cover art. But if you were to put it on this, it'd be like, no shit, right? Fantastic old school death metal like I was talking about. Definitely looking forward to getting a whole lot more Cannibal Corpse in my collection. Now, next up is an album I can talk about for days. I gotta make sure the right CD's in there, though. Yeah, because I have this habit when I'm in the car of just putting the wrong CDs in the wrong case, just for the sake of making the switch fast. And yes, I put the right CD in there. And like I was saying in my last update, I've been really digging Rhapsody lately. And I heard about Luca Turilli. He's the guitar player from Rhapsody. He's got like a solo album, solo band, basically just called Luca Turilli, but he doesn't sing in it, which I don't get it. It's like, why not just put those songs for Rhapsody? Anyways, though, I'm not trying to take any credit away from how awesome this album is, though. I just don't understand. Okay, you started your own side project, which is pretty similar to your main project, but you're not singing? Like, what was the point of that, right? But fantastic album. This has been finding itself in my car every week, honestly. Like, this CD practically lives in my car as well. And that's King of the Nordic Twilight by Luca Turilli. And it even has the hype sticker here. It's starting to peel off, though. I need to, like, crazy glue that underneath it or something, because I do like that hype sticker. And yeah, the guitarist and songwriter of the Mighty Warriors, Rhapsody, epic fantasy metal. Fantastic stuff. Not one bad song on this album. This album took a little bit of time to grow on me, though. At first, I was like, you know what? Symphony of Enchanted Lands is way better than this album. But the more I listened to it, the more I was like, you know what? I think it's up there with that album. I recently ordered Rhapsody's first album, Legendary Tales. Should be getting it here I don't know, sometime next month. Fantastic album, though. Opens up with Black Dragon. Well, it opens up with this classical piece, which I also very much like those classical pieces. Those, like, chorus-type vocals, the harp is scored, you know, the flutes and stuff like that. I love all that stuff here. And you definitely get all that here. Really, you know, if you're into your power metal and you haven't not checked out this album, definitely go check it out, guys. Just some pictures of the band. The man, the myth, the legend, Luca Turilli. Man, that guy's no songwriter. He's a composer. Some cool merchandise, which I would not mind getting one of those shirts. The long sleeves look cool, but I don't know. I might get that King of the Nordic Twilight shirt. We'll see what's up. Here's the Rhapsody and Luca Turilli discography right here. Legendary Tales, Emerald Sword, the single, and Symphony of Enchanted Lands, and obviously we got King of the Nordic Twilight, and that one single, what song is that? The Ancient Forest. Fantastic album. I cannot say enough nice things about this album. I could make a whole video talking about this album. That's how good it is. If you like, you know, just to keep it short, if you like power metal, if you're very much into that, check this album out. Do yourself a favor and check it out. I love this album. Finds itself in my car every single week. Fantastic stuff. Speaking of power metal, symphonic metal, here I'm going to show you another album I was listening to quite a bit January and February of this year. Not so much right now. I was listening to it in the car earlier today, and honestly, I just couldn't finish it. I figured, you know, there's not a whole lot of time. Might as well just listen to the stuff I want to listen to. But still, though, really good album. And that's The Phantom Agony by Epica. Epica actually released an album this year, so I'm kind of curious, debating on whether or not I should pick that album up. My mouth gets really dry talking sometimes. I don't know what's up with that. Now, this is Epica's debut album. That first song, Sensorium, was the one that hooked me on into this album. Some other really good songs here. Honestly, I don't really recognize song titles. I'm the type of guy that just puts the CD on in his car, and, you know, I'm like, oh, hey, that's a good song, but I never really bothered to check out what the actual title of the song is, unless I really, really love it, and I want to listen to it on YouTube. I'll check it out. Anyways, yeah, Simone Simmons, fantastic vocalist. I might get their second album. I actually checked out their second album. I listened to it once, wasn't really that into it. Might have to give it more listen-tos. You know, early January, early February this year, I was very much into, like, Nightwish, Epica, Xandria, you know, like, symphonic, like, female-fronted bands like that, operatic vocals. Not so much right now, but, you know, like, I definitely like power metal, and, you know, I'd say this is, well, it's more on the symphonic side, but, you know, it definitely, if you like power metal, you're probably gonna dig this stuff anyways. Really good stuff. Like I said, I'm just never really in the mood for this, but really good stuff. I might pick up their second album sometime soon, and this came out in 2001. Really good production on that. Now, the next CD I'm going to show you guys is a little non-metal, so you can skip like a minute or two if you don't care about this stuff, but we have some pop punk, The Muffs, with their debut album. Now, personally, I was never crazy about pop punk. Like, I know the big bands, Green Day, Blink-182, stuff like that. I mean, those are basically the only bands I know that are pop punk. I was never crazy about pop punk, but this is one of the few pop punk bands, I'm saying that a lot, this is one of the few pop punk bands that I do really like. The Muffs, probably my favorite pop punk band. Really good album. Catchy songs, catchy short songs right here, honestly. Kim Shattuck, the vocalist, she passed away October of 2019. Nice pictures of the band right there. Damn shame she passed away. Very good set of lungs she had. And yeah, the Muffs, if you like pop punk, definitely go check them out. I don't see why you wouldn't like them. This is my favorite pop punk band. I like them more than Green Day and Blink-182. Awesome stuff. And the CD came looking a little dirty, but at the same time, I don't know what's up with that. I kind of like it. It gives it like that old school charm. Really good stuff, guys. If you're into pop punk, definitely check out the Muffs. Really good, catchy, fun songs on here. Alright, so we're nearing the end of the video. I know, thank God, right? Here we have, we're going to get to the LPs now. And here's something I ordered in January. Here's something I ordered in January this year. It got here like in February. I haven't been listening to it a whole lot lately. I don't really listen to a whole lot of vinyl anymore. Mostly just CDs in my car. But what I'm going to show you guys here is Burning the Witches by Warlock from Germany. This is a European pressing. It has that very European, like, thin LP sleeve. Really good stuff, though. It opens up with Sign of Satan. Really good riffs. Decent production. Nothing too bad. Just standard black vinyl on the Vertigo label. Really love that cover art. That's like old school. I'm not even sure what you would call Warlock. Are they power metal? Are they traditional metal? Are they speed metal? I'm not sure. All I know is that they're really good. Hateful Guy, really good song. Burning the Witches, of course. Without You, Dark Fade. After, not one bad song on here. There was maybe one or two filler here and there, led by the beautiful Dorothy Pesch. Fantastic stuff right here, though. Germany. If I had to say which country puts out the best metal, my money would go on Germany. Really good stuff right here. Fantastic stuff by Warlock, and I'm definitely looking forward to getting more stuff by them, and maybe some of Doro's solo material as well. And the last album I'm going to show you guys is by another German band, and this is somewhere in between speed metal, power metal, borderline thrash, traditional metal, and that's Gates to Purgatory by Running Wild. Now, I definitely do hear the power metal in here, and this is a reissue right here. Pretty sure that Warlock album might have been an OG press, I don't know. But this is definitely a reissue right here, the Noise Record reissues. Noise Records really does a great job of their reissues. I have most of the Creator reissues on CD, and yeah, fantastic stuff right here. The vocals are definitely very gritty, very fast stuff right here. And some of the songs definitely do go very much into power metal. And, you know, just look at that cover art. Gorgeous. That, to me, is heavy metal as fuck right there. Doesn't get any more heavy metal looking than that, if you ask me. Fantastic stuff. Definitely looking forward to getting a whole lot more by Running Wild. You know, I've heard that their later stuff goes into, like, pirate stuff. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. That sounds like something I'd very much be into. But yeah, that about does it for this update, guys. Like I said, not a whole lot, but I don't want to make these videos that long. And my mouth already going way too dry just doing all this talking. So without further ado, guys, I just want to thank you guys for watching this video. And yeah, feel free to leave a comment. Hit that like button if you liked it. Feel free to hit that dislike button if you hated it. But either way, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out, guys.